The master.
Bo will be joining us. Okay. It's also Enzo's birthday while we're here. I didn't like too much. Just to remember, remember that all the problems during the shooting, and to see now everything done, and I think it's a good thing, a good show. I think I appreciate it. After 30 years ago we did it. 30 years ago, long time. You understand? That's true. That's what I said. That's what I said at the beginning. So we're here to answer questions. If you have something you want to ask, yes, sir.
I got one for the hammer.
Yes, sir.
Why and how did you not get the woman at the end of the movie?
Well, that was because it was Enzo's idea for me to rescue and save everybody and let the other guy get the woman.
So unlike you.
You know, it's unlike me, but I made up for it later on other movies.
How did you like working in Italy, Fred?
I like any place that likes me. And Italy showed that they love me, and so I stayed 8 years after finishing the movie. So I had a great time, you know. And he and I made several movies, as you saw earlier in the previews. He and I continued to make movies, and we had fun all the time, right?
It's true, it's true. And we will do the next one.
Yes. All the things that you see me do in the movie, I mean, there's no way you could write them. It was because he gave me the freedom to invent something, as he always said. So that's what I did with the character. I understood who the character was, and so all the things I did, I tried to stay in character and keep him interesting and consistent.
And I was the first spectator of that, because I didn't know that. So I was waiting, so action, and then looking at him and what will invent now?
But that's what made it fun. That's what made the, I mean, we didn't start out to make a comedy. We made an action movie, and the things that we did turned out to be funny.
And here's Bo Svenson.
What did you think, Bud?
I was pleasantly surprised. I had a good time. I had a stupid haircut. Boy, I kept looking at that haircut going, oh, shit. I look dumb. And didn't Enzo do a great job? We had so little money to work with, and I think he did an amazing job, really and truly.
See, I think what brings you, the audience, to these kind of movies is that, unlike the movies they make today, these are characters. You come to see the characters. You don't come to see the special effects. You know, the special effects were part of the movie, but they were not the whole movie. The characters is what made the movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's where we're going back to. You know, when you make a $90 million movie and the special effects become the star of the movie, you don't really give a damn about the star. You don't really care about them, you know. But in his movie and the movies we made, you want to see how we talk, how we walk, how we interact with other people, how we interact with the enemy. I mean, that's what makes a movie interesting, are the people in the movie, not the special effects.
Yeah.
Just to tell that, just in the middle of the movie, the stupid law in Italy, they took out all the weapons out of the movie. So we are doing a war movie, and then suddenly, the day after, no weapons. So we start to invent everything. I mean, to have with a fake
wooden guns.
And to invent everything. I remember the last close-up here when he's shooting. and then just the way to use one squib. Only the squib and the explosion was permitted. So I put the squib in the false gun, and so he shoots and then zoom on in, and the electrician man with the light doing like this. And I was throwing the empty bullet in front of the gun.
Final question here.
Yeah. What were what were the best action scenes of the movie that you think that were really good?
That's Renzo?
Well, I think it's, all the action was interesting, and I think it's all different. There is no stop. I mean, we start at the beginning, action, 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 some line, and then action. I like almost all the action. Do you see that just to jump from the bridge?
It was a very interesting thing. When I was waiting, I couldn't see where to jump, and I said, look, I'll make this jump only if you put the camera on top of the boxcar, so if I fall and break my neck, it's on camera. And he said, okay, because I don't want any cuts. Once I make the jump, I want you to see that it's me and not a stuntman. But they forgot to tell me that the choo-choo had smokestack, and I didn't remember that it had. So I was hanging over the edge of the bridge, and the smoke is covering my eye. I can't see nothing, and I hear this voice, jump! That's why I didn't jump cool. You know, I got a cool to jump. Man, you know what I'm saying? I jumped and landed on my fanny because I couldn't see it. He said, jump! I didn't know what I was jumping into, and I was jumping into space, right? It worked out, though.
Can we expect any cameo appearances in the new Quentin Tarantino's movies then?
He can't. He died.
I didn't die.
He died. That's why he died.
I never die.
I waved at the end of the movie to make sure that in case they made a sequel, I would be in it. And I broke my cigar on the jump. Otherwise, I'd have put my cigar in my mouth, man. But when I made that roll, I broke my guard. But so I gave the wave, you know, to let you know. If they had a sequel, I was going to be in it.
It seems like during the 60s and the 70s, the whole Italian film industry just exploded. And I was just wondering if there was any real community of filmmakers, and if so, what that was like.
Sorry, I didn't get the last part.
Was there a community of filmmakers, all you guys who were making movies in the 60s and 70s in Italy? Was there a camaraderie?
At that time it was important to have a producer. We don't have any more the producer right now. Just you know, big company, the big company, but the industry with a free producer, with to try to do a movie is really it's amazing. But at that time we are accustomed to do 300 or 400 movies every year. Now we arrive at 50, maybe, and the 50 made in Italy open in the cinema are 10. So, I mean, it's really, we are lucky, we are very lucky that we spend our time, professional time at that time. Now, you know, to see all the new colleagues, the other, is a big problem for everybody. Big problem. We are lucky, really lucky.
Well, I think on a broader scope, you have to remember that in the 70s, Americans were not making 50 and 60 and 80 and 90 million dollar movies. We were still making reasonable budget movies. So we needed product in America. So that allowed them to make more movies and try to present their product over here. Also, they could afford American actors in their films over there at that particular time. Now, I mean, American actors wanting $5 million, $10 million, $12 million to be in a film. We work for spaghetti and pasta and hugs and kisses. So